One Piece! 行くぞ!
Gol D Roger's True Plan, Luffy and GARP'S Connection by Legendary Anime. Hi everyone, Flying Panda. One of the most wondered mysteries in One Piece is why does the younger version of Gol D Roger looks like Luffy? Questions came about upon this revealed, is Luffy somehow related to Roger? Could Luffy be reincarnation of Roger? Well, the relation part doesn't seem at all that likely, but the reincarnation? That could be somewhat true. It's no mystery that Luffy is the mirror image of Roger to some extent. Luffy has the same desires and resembles Roger in many ways, but let's be clear, they are different. Luffy doesn't share all of Roger's traits and does things in different manner to how Roger might have dealt with things. However, they're still mirror images of each other. The reason they share common likeness is due to them being doppelgangers. They are two versions of the same person and share or shared the same destiny. We know that the family of D's isn't a family of just blood relations. This is made more clear with the fact of giants bearing the name of D, which means Luffy and Roger, though they don't share blood, are connected by passing will, which is known as the will of D. It seems many of the D family share this will, what with almost all of them smiling at the point of death, but for one in each generation that will is something more. Luffy has inherited this will from Roger, was most likely passed on by Roger's death and Luffy being born sometime after, but shouldn't that will have been passed on to Ace? Roger knew something about the will of D before his death. It was the understanding of what it meant that allowed him to stop hanging on and pass on the will to the next. But I believe he set up some measures to ensure the will would live on. First, his unborn son Ace. His heir and only child would be a definite candidate for the success of the will of D, passing from father to son. However, Ace turned out more like his father than he even realized. As such, the will did not pass over to the son. Roger's measures didn't stop there though. Just as he ensured his son's survival, he too had already passed on the mysterious power of the will of D, and he did without the Doppelganger twin even knowing. Monkey D. Garp is the first Doppelganger of Roger, or Roger is the Doppelganger of Garp. Whichever way it worked, these two were almost one and the same. Garp in his youth is a splitting image of Luffy and even seemed to share an interest of being a pirate, judging from him finding treasure, while riding a tiger that he had tamed. Garp was the only one who could fight Roger on even terms, which says a lot considering how strong Roger was, and yet though they were bitter enemies, they shared an unbreakable bond. Roger even goes as far as to tell Garp that he, Roger, thinks of Garp as one of his own nakama. That statement is probably the highest praise someone could give to someone who is your polar opposite. When Roger makes his request to Garp to look after Ace, it wasn't just a mere request, but nor was an order. The reason Roger is so sure Garp would take care of Ace is because Roger knew Garp better than he knew himself. He could literally see into Garp's soul. In that moment, when they held their breaths and then Roger smiled at Garp, it was then Roger passed the wheel over to his doppelganger. Garp wasn't meant to be the bearer of the wheel, he was just acting as a vessel until the wheel found its next bearer. Upon Luffy's birth, this is when I see the will of D attaching itself to Luffy, choosing him to be the one to continue the will of D, and as such, those that could see the will of Roger within Luffy knew that it was he who is the one. Thanks for watching this video. This theory was written by Legendary Anime. Please leave your comments down below, please give a like, and if you haven't, please subscribe to Flying Panda, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Fuku, 行くぞ!